What's up, everybody? It's Broken Bones here, and welcome to the Krusty Update. Today, we got a lot done in the live stream. We did 2 live streams, and we also did a time lapse in the live stream, so that's actually pretty cool. If you check this out, we got ourselves some villagers ready to trade with. That's what we did in today's live stream. So, I'm about ready to let them out, and it didn't go per plan. Look at all the villagers. They went everywhere, and that's my fault for not putting any blocks right there. They totally popped out the side, and so yeah, most of them got out. That made for a really frustrating beginning to this project. So what we had to do is we had to manually push them into these holes. We decided to figure out which ones were useful, which ones weren't, the ones with good trades and not. And we decided the ones with not, we'd put in the left hand side, and the ones with good trades, we'd put in the right hand side. So that's what we did with that. So, but at the same time, we got to the point where we had so many villagers that we were like, you know what? This is getting to the point where it's so annoying, we're just going to kill him. So we started just axing him and killing him off, because it got to that point where it was just that bad. So we killed off all the useless villagers, and just like that, we checked their trades, make sure that they're not useful, and just like that, we got rid of the final useless villager. So that was good. So we kept those guys off, which looking good. Now we can actually do the villagers the way we want to, which is with the minecart. So we press the button and go ahead and get the villager out. We decide where he's going. We go ahead and press the button, break the minecart, and push him where he's going. So as you can see, we're going to go ahead and break the minecart right here. We go ahead and push him into the cell, and he goes in nice and easily and quickly, just like we wanted. So we're going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the villagers, except we're going to put them in different locations. So the ones that we do want to trade with, such as these clerics right here, we're going to put in this area. And I believe that one died. That was annoying because that one had a really good trade, and it was like a good bargain. He had I think it was a bottles of enchanting for like, I don't know, 5 diamond or 5 emeralds or something like that. It was a pretty good price, but nonetheless, we got ourselves another cleric in there. There was a few good villagers in the batch, so we weren't just empty-handed with nothing. We ended up having a total of 2 librarians, 2 clerics, and a cartographer, and we have a bunch more useful villagers that we're going to end up sending off to the actual trader, so that's actually pretty cool. Now that we have all this set up, Rogue Volpe was here, and everybody was talking about his tail because it looks like a stick coming out of his butt. So he ended up doing a little dance for us. So that's pretty funny. But nonetheless, we move forward. We continue to get stuff done. We can't play around too much. We have a lot to do. So here's another cleric, and this guy gave me a hell of a run for my money. This guy is just annoying. Check this out. So he goes ahead and goes this way, just like I kind of want him to. But Rogue Volpe was like, hey, not yet. I'm not done building the track. I'm like, well, what's going on, man? He goes, I don't have any more track. And I was like, well, what's wrong? So I went ahead and built the track, but check this out. He goes backwards. Why do villagers never do what you want them to do? That's so annoying. So we go ahead and get him to go back in, and he goes back in where we want him to. So it wasn't that bad. But nonetheless, he goes back and forth, and that's not cool. That's annoying. So we blocked him in there, and then what we decided to do is decided to go around back and go ahead and break out the minecarts like this. Just like that, so that we don't actually hurt the villager or actually lose the minecart or whatever. So now we decided that we have enough useless villagers in the actual pod that we don't need anymore. So we started killing off all the other ones because we had about 8 or 9 of them. We don't need more than that for the extra villager breeder. So after we decided that all these villagers that we got left over are useless, we ended up killing them all off for the most part. So let's go ahead and see here. We continued with that, and then we lost connection to the game. The server crashed today, which was pretty annoying, but at the same time, in a few minutes, we were able to do a backup of the server and then get her back online. So as you can see, I was able to join right there and then continue where we left off. So I believe where we left off was with pressing this button and getting these villagers sorted out. So what we did there is we got these villagers ready to go, and now what they're going to do is they're going to go up into the breeder. Like I was saying, these are the useless villagers that don't have very good trades. And so what we're going to do with these guys is build a water elevator, but as you can see in my inventory, I don't have any of the materials. So I had to go back to spawn and go ahead and get everything I needed because I'm a noob. So as you can see, I've got my water and I've got all my supplies that I needed. So we went ahead and built this whole water elevator all the way up, and we got a water stream all the way over to the drop chamber where the actual breeder is. So as you can see, we got ourselves a cobblestone area for the villagers to actually go into, and I placed in the water, which wrapped all the way around so the villagers could drop down and in. So we put the water down here at the bottom, which activated them to start swimming upwards, and as you can see right here, they dropped into the actual breeder, and now we have ourselves a bunch of babies that are breeding up, so that's awesome. So now I went ahead and tore this whole thing down, getting ready to clean up, because the inside of this place needs to get ready for the actual people on the server to actually use it. And also, we're getting ready to build the outside, which is going to be up next, so stay tuned for that. What we're going to do now is, actually, before we got ourselves a farmer villager, so I was like, sweet, we can actually get our farm started, so I went ahead and set that all up. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and build a little cobblestone way to just go ahead and get them over there, and this went way easier than I ever thought it would. I was going to have to use water or something, or a rail cart, or some way of actually getting him over there, and he went over there all on his own. Watch this. So I went ahead and broke the glass. I was like, how am I going to get you over there? Watch this. He just goes. He's like, hey, let me over there. He wants to go farm that stuff. He wanted in there. And I was like, sweet. How lucky could I get? So I went ahead and buttoned that up, and then I put some signs on it to let everybody know where the trading villagers are. There's a cleric up top, and then there's trading villagers down below. 2 more clerics, plus 2 librarians and a cartographer, so that's pretty awesome. Then we got the inside of the farm working again, so the villager is there safe and sound and actually making the breeder work. So that's the key part of this, and I'll try to remember to leave that in the actual end screen for you guys. That's my ultimate breeder tutorial. I'll go ahead and leave that video for you guys in the end screen. It's actually a really good breeder. And so now what we're doing is we're doing some third-person time-lapse footage. This is not sped up at all. This is all real-time. In the actual episode, which is coming out tomorrow, this will all be sped up in probably by 64 times, I'm thinking, because it's a pretty close-up footage. But I wanted to show you some of Irish's building tactics. Look at this. He's such a good builder. I admire the way he does it. He puts up all of his structure first, which is super important, the way that he builds. So he goes ahead and does that, and then he puts in a blank canvas, which is all the same block. Look at that. He puts in all stone bricks, which is awesome, because now it gives him a blank palette to put in different types of blocks. So he puts in different types of blocks, which varies up the textures, which is really awesome. It gives it a really nice thing, visual. And look at it as he's building. It's like all the texture, all the depth, everything, it just comes out of his blocks naturally. I don't know how he does it. It's like, oops, I placed a few blocks and it looks like this. I don't know how. But nonetheless, he's a really good builder. So I wanted to show you guys some footage of him building in real time. And as you can see, I'm down below. I'm not doing nothing. I'm down below actually landscaping, because how hard can placing dirt be, right? It's actually a lot harder than it looks to actually make it look natural. I can't believe how hard it is at terraforming, which is another expert thing that Irish Lad is really good at. But as you can see, we actually finished up the build, and it's looking really good now. And this is just a shot from the side of it. This is one of the last clips we did as we were terraforming it up. And as you can see, the outside of it is looking really good. And the inside was done by Johannes Nissan, which looks really, really awesome. I'm so glad he was able to go ahead and decorate the inside of this place. I'm so happy that everyone's working together on the server and things are looking the way they are, because now we have ourselves a nice area to go ahead and trade with our villagers. The inside of this place is looking awesome, and we have our villagers right there ready to trade with, so we're ready to go. And so yeah, this thing's turning out great. The outside is looking good. Look at how gorgeous this is. Irish Lad is such a good terraformer and builder. I just can't believe this. I mean, oh, this place looks great. Well, that's all I got for today's Krusty Update. I hope you guys really did enjoy today's update, because I did. And if you guys did too, please remember to hit that like button. And if you guys really enjoyed it, or if you're new, please remember to subscribe. And as always, share this video with all your friends. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. I'm Broken Bones, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody.